fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead.
And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yeah, man. What is going on out there, everybody? Welcome in to the Eskimo Brothers podcast. Woo! This is episode number 159. What is up? My guy over here to my right, as always.
Yeah, 159, bro. It's a ton of episodes.
Oh, dude, we say it every week, but it's true, guys.
I know, man.
It's 159 times that me and Leaf have just sat on our asses and recorded.
And drank beer.
I think I'm confident enough to say out of 159 episodes, I have drank and potentially gotten drunk afterwards. Out of 159, probably 153 times.
Yeah,
I may have been sober for like 6 and hungover, right?
That's pretty accurate, yeah.
Leaf went a long way, like a long time without it because he did that 75
yeah,
hard.
I did do that like a year or two ago, yeah.
Yeah. So you got way less, but I'm trying to hold it up here, guys. Anyways, we are drinking today. That's the important thing.
That's true, yeah.
It's a Sunday, but we've had a good time already.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got over here for the football games. Obviously, it's football season, best time of the year. Didn't start drinking until, though, like, what?
That was about 2:30.
Maybe halftime of the noon games, maybe. Something like that.
What happens, bro?
But, hey, we're here now, man. We're doing it.
That's right. We appreciate you. If you're with us on YouTube, we're live on YouTube today, of course. We usually always are because, that's fun. And the only times you won't see us on is if we're, like, super hungover on a Monday or Tuesday. And we're like, let's just get this bitch in.
Yeah, sometimes we got to push the podcast a couple days, and then we're like, man, we're so hungover, bro. Let's just do audio. And so, but YouTube's, man, been great to us so far lately, and, love it. It's good to be here.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed today.
Yeah.
Just due to the fact of the NASCAR race that I was very invested in today, and a little disappointed with my driver. Dominated all day and then ended up finishing second. It's a little frustrating, but obviously still here. And the Cowboys were off today, so it's not a horrible day for me. I'm just a little disappointed. That actually has the potential to turn into a championship.
Yeah.
And so just a little disappointed with the way that whole thing ended up. And so these brewskis are hitting nice right now.
Well, thank God that the Cowboys didn't play, because they probably would have disappointed you even more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're fucking terrible.
Exactly, they are.
So there you go, guys. Like, at least you Cowboys fans out there will not be hurt tomorrow.
Yeah,
or today at all.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. If you're listening to us on Tuesday,
your pain is delayed for another week.
Yeah.
So
Leafs team is the afternoon games are still going on. Leafs team is up 40-7 the last time we saw. So
it's over actually. It just
okay.
The
There you
score,
go.
Yeah,
there you
40-7. Panthers.
We're gonna get into that
definitely.
But yeah, Leafs happy. That's all I want to say.
That's right, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, we're thanking everybody for listening out there. By the way, I just want to say that up front. We've seen some numbers on the audio versions, and it's been looking pretty fucking solid. We appreciate it out there. I know a lot of you listen to audio only because sometimes you may not just want to hang out on YouTube or whatever. We understand. That's why we're releasing on audio as well. Just want to say thank you for listening on audio. We appreciate you so goddamn much. We know you're out there.
Yes.
We know you're out there. And so it's nice to see the numbers, bro. The numbers have gone up.
Yeah, they have. And it's, man, it's been a fun ride. We've been doing this for 3 years now. And
Jesus.
Whenever we started doing it, man, we're just like, man, we're going to do this for fun. And we just still do it for fun. And just the fact that people are coming in and we're getting new people every week, especially during football season on live streams. We get new people every week pretty much. Mm-hmm. And then, we see the numbers on the audio and we're like, wow. Sometimes we got to take a step back and we're like, Jesus. Yeah. And so that's cool. That's very cool to see that this thing's growing. This obviously podcast game is a grind because there's so many of them out there. And you guys choose to listen to us every week or every once in a while. And that's awesome. That's awesome to see. And we see the numbers and it is going up and, it's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, just for as a quick example, we don't know how this happened. We literally text each other and like, how?
Yeah.
But the other week we had like 318 downloads in a week.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
That's one of our highest.
That's one of the highest ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
highest
thank
weeks.
you.
So yeah, hell yeah, man.
I don't know how that happened, but thank you.
Yeah, if you guys can keep coming back and listening, we definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So let's jump in though. I just wanted to mention that up front. Thank you.
Yes.
But let's jump into episode 159. That's why you're all here. You know, that's why you're all here. Get to the great stuff that we have to talk about. First things first, bro. And by the way, we've had some beers, so this is going to be a great episode.
There's going to be a piss break for sure.
Oh, hey, yeah, 100%. Before we get to sports, the middle is when we try to do that. So just be ready.
Right.
If you're on YouTube, I mean, if you're on audio, let's edit it out. So
Yeah, you'll be fine.
you're lucky. All right, first things first. We mentioned our girl, which was what we always love to talk about, Sydney Sweeney, who's one of the hottest chicks of all time. We know that. I think, Leaf, you had mentioned that there was a movie that she was doing that was going to be like a boxer movie. We just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of details of it. They just said, she's in some sort of boxing type of movie.
Yeah, we were
She's
like,
training for it and shit like that. And we're like, oh, yeah, what is this? And I can't wait for it.
Well, we know now 100% what it is because of paparazzi. She posted on her personal Instagram. She's like, thanks to paparazzis in the bushes. Here's some behind the scenes from my film that I'm working on right now. And she's doing a biopic of none other than Christy Martin.
Yeah.
Which I think we mentioned her like 30 for 30 or whatever the hell on Netflix that she has out there, which is actually wild if you've never seen that.
Yeah, I remember that coming out on, I think it was a 30 for 30. Like a year.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. A couple years ago.
Or what's that? What do they call them on Netflix? ESPN's 30 for 30.
Yeah,
Netflix is like, because they
a-
did the Johnny Manziel one.
Yeah. It's like, I know what you're saying, man. I can't remember, but like, it's like a.
I'm sorry, bro.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Like there was like that hockey one. It's like a crime within sports kind of thing. So it's like true crime, but it's like a sports thing.
Yeah.
And Netflix
Or
does
just a
it.
good story about the whole thing.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was a great fucking episode, by the way.
Yeah, so she's doing this. It's untitled so far. It's a sports biopic directed by David McCod. And it's Christy Martin, who was a former professional boxer, professional boxer from 1989 to 2012, which towards the end of her career kind of got silly.
Yeah.
But she was earlier in her career, she was really good.
Yeah, she was a beast.
And then she also survived a murder attempt by her husband, James Martin. If you haven't seen that whole thing, I'm telling you, like I said, it's wild.
It's a crazy story, yeah.
So here's the one thing I want to say. Because again, if you haven't, I won't spoil the whole like story of her. So just so you can go watch it. But again, she survived attempted murder. So that's something to look forward to, but there's way more than that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Here's the one thing I want to mention though. In all of that, is she actually going to throw on a strap-on dildo and do what he was making her do in the thing?
Yeah, right.
Because Sydney Sweeney with a strap-on dildo might turn a lot of people on,
Yeah, that's hot.
including myself.
That is hot.
I don't know why.
I don't know either,
Yeah.
but that's hot.
Exactly. So I was just saying, and obviously, she posted some pictures of herself in character,
Yeah.
and she looks like she bulked up a little bit.
Yeah.
And obviously, she's got her hair different to match Christy Martin. And this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this movie, obviously, because, I mean, first of all, anything Sydney Sweeney's in, I'm watching it.
Yeah, we even watched that shitty horror movie she did.
Yeah. And it wasn't bad, but it was like, what the fuck?
It was not that great.
She didn't get naked enough.
Yeah.
That's what the problem was. But,
Right.
yeah, man, anything she's in, I'm down for. Hopefully, there's, because Christy Martin is, well known to be a lesbian too. Like she was bi, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe there's a couple of hot scenes, man. That's what
Well, we're just looking for the hot scenes,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the story too, man. It's a crazy story. If you haven't seen
It
that
is.
documentary, go watch it, and you'll get a whole lot of fucking
It's so
info
nuts.
as far as what happened. But yeah,
It's absolutely crazy. So, like, if it being a biopic like this, that Christy Martin's probably been like given, surely they've asked her some questions, right?
I would imagine. Yeah.
To make sure it's like pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And so I'm pumped about it. And like Leaf said, and I've said, it's Sydney Sweeney, and I'm interested immediately.
Yes.
But not more interested than the threesome relationship that she's having with what's her name in that other movie.
Yeah, Anna de Armas, bro.
Yeah, oh God, please. Let's put that in the theaters now.
I am waiting for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go to theaters.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Well,
get
we'll see
arrested.
how this one goes, man. It's interesting. And by the way, Sydney Sweeney in costume and wig, just like her, I'd still smash her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%. So let's go see that one whenever that comes out. Okay. And then the next thing is just want to mention out there, guys, if you're not out there, and we've mentioned this before, we haven't talked about this since we were originally, announced this whole thing, which we didn't announce. Well, you know what? We did. We announced it. Breaking news here on this podcast, as always.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But we did talk about this before this show started. And I'm talking about the Penguin. We were interested in this because we both loved the Batman, the whole Matt Reeves world of the Batman and everything. And we were like, this sideshow and the whole same universe is happening. We haven't talked about any episodes. I just wanted to point out that episode 4 dropped last week. So episode 5 comes out tonight, actually, while we're recording. And I just want to point out that episode 4 of this show has one of the highest IMDb ratings for a TV show ever. And the 4 episodes, because me and Leaf have been watching this every week, the 4 episodes, this show is one of the best TV shows ever of all time.
Yeah.
It's in my top 10. It's creeping to be close to top 5.
Yeah, this is Game of Thrones, House of Dragon level shit. It's so good. This is basically the Sopranos in the Batman universe.
Yeah.
And it's fucking amazing. The whole, like we talked about Colin Farrell in this show, being just insanely good.
Yes.
And he should win awards. And then this last episode that, like Sam's talking about, is all about Sophia Falcone, who's in this, a big character in this show as well. And holy shit, bro! I was just blown away, man.
Kristen Milioti.
Yeah.
Milioti?
Milioti. Yeah, she's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
In this as this character and in
Incredible.
the show, right along with Colin Farrell, man. If she doesn't get a fuking trophy for this thing, it'll be a crime.
There's got to be awards
Yeah.
that they win for this show. Colin Farrell and her. And even now, I'll even go one further, Victor. He's amazing, too.
Yeah, the whole show
Yeah.
is done so good, man. Every character in it is very interesting. There's such a rich backstory between all of them. It's fucking crazy good, man.
Yeah. So just wanted to mention up front, while we talk about entertainment stuff, if you're not watching The Penguin, you're missing the fuck out, because this isn't even like, so if you're like, oh my God, I'm not watching like comic book Batman shit, it's not really that. It's like Leaf said, it's kind of like Sopranos, but it is in that universe of the Batman, and it's just that fucking good.
Yeah, it's got that underground stuff from a comic book, but it's, you don't see the superhero stuff.
There's Batman's not in this, by the way.
This is all villain shit, which is amazing, by the way.
A gangster villain.
Yeah, it's
mobster.
It's like a modern gangster story. Just think about like Martin Scorsese doing a gangster movie. This is what this is.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
It is incredible. And the fact that, again, if we didn't know, if they never announced that Colin Farrell played the Penguin, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
He's so good at it.
Yeah.
And the suit that he wears and the makeup and everything, you can't tell sometimes.
No, you can't. I can't tell.
You wouldn't be able to tell if you didn't know he was the star.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. It's so good.
Not a chance, bro.
And his accent and everything in it. I mean, it's just so good. All of them. I can't, say enough about this show. It's so good. I always wait every week. And that's kind of the thing about that's one thing I do like about it. HBO Max drops it once a week. That does kind of build up that anticipation.
Yeah.
Then sometimes I'm like, just drop them all because I want to see them all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt about House of Dragons season 2. But that was different because the way they did that was bad. And I was like, man, fuck, dude, you guys dropped the ball because you had golden. And hopefully the next one doesn't suck. But we won't know until fucking 2027, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
But man, thank God they brought the Penguin out at this right time.
Yeah.
After the House of Dragon was done, and then this one comes out, and it gives us gives us some crazy high quality TV to watch.
Yes, it is,
and it's so good, man. If you're not watching, you need to start now because you're missing out.
Kristen Milioti in this last episode
great,
was just absolutely fire.
Yeah,
I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this is some of the best shit I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and I'm talking, like Leaf said, I'm talking Breaking Bad level.
Yeah.
Like, we're there.
Yeah, this is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're only gonna do one episode of this because it's gonna feed into the
One
movie.
season.
Yeah, one season.
Yeah. This season's 8 episodes. We know that.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, and it's gonna feed into the second Batman movie. But like, yeah, this one season alone is gonna catapult.
That's all they
like you
need.
said, like top 10, at least top 10, top 5, maybe.
Yeah.
Best TV shows of all time.
and I'm a little worried because it's so good that I'm a little worried. They're like, well, we got to do another season. And I'm like, no, you don't really, because like just feed into the movie, like Leaf said, and then, make sure it works. And hopefully Matt Reeves has control where he's like, let me do my shit.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, just because it made record numbers
Right.
of watching, because it is breaking records, by the way.
Yeah. And that is a worry. Yeah, like you're saying.
Just so that's why I'm like, don't feed into the whole like we got to make more.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
Yeah,
Just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
There's a timeline here that you got to follow, and this is like you
if
said,
they did this and they were like, there's only one season and that's it, I'd be like, great,
yeah,
that's fucking great because it was so good.
yeah,
Just leave it alone.
yeah.
That's
That's what I'm hoping. And then, but it is
in
so
between,
good.
because we know there's going to be 3 Batman movies.
Yeah,
Matt Reeves is doing 3.
yeah,
So in between the second and third, they can do another season of maybe not Penguin,
right.
maybe do another one of another villain. Or
And I
whatever.
guess it depends on what happens with Penguin because he's going to be in the second movie. I know
Oh,
for
100%,
sure.
100%.
So whatever happens with Penguin, maybe you can continue that, maybe. But like right now, you're doing the right shit right now. This show has moved perfectly with the timing and the pace of it and everything.
Yep.
And this episode, like you said before we hit record, you're like, this is what they were supposed to do.
Yes.
Like this wasn't one of those Walking Dead things where you did like a side character thing and it didn't make fucking sense at all.
Right.
And it was like somebody you didn't even give a fuck about. Kristen Milioti is a huge character in the show, and then you just gave us an insane background story of it. And then,
So good.
And then what at the end of the episode, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was amazing. That was
yeah.
one of the top, like, villainy type things. I was like, fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
you were like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. Talk about revenge. It was just
And shout out to
it
the
checked
music.
all the fucking boxes. Yeah.
Shout out to the music thing.
Yeah.
That was perfect, right?
Yeah, this episode it just checked all the boxes for me. I was like, God damn! And now I want to watch the next one. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
that's
dude!
the-
Every time an episode, every time Leaf watches an episode or I watch an episode, because sometimes we usually try to watch it on Monday evening. We're not together, obviously.
yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
but sometimes maybe we'll be like, I'm gonna watch it the next day or whatever. But anyways, when one of us finishes it, we text each other like, "The shit's so good, dude."
yeah. The last episode, well, not this one, but I guess the one before. I was like, dude, the Penguin is the best show on TV right now.
Yeah.
and it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like we both said, if you haven't seen it yet, you got to go start at episode 1 and watch the show because it's great.
Watch it. Trust
Even
me.
if you're not a comic book fan, you're gonna like this fucking show.
Yeah, exactly. So go out there and check it out, man. And then just following up following up on something we talked about the last couple episodes, and definitely the last episode if you listen to us. We're talking about Terrifier out there. I had mentioned on the last episode, well, we reviewed Terrifier 3 on the last episode, and we mentioned that it was good, and you should go out there and watch it if you haven't. If you're into that sort of thing, I guess I should say. Because Terrifier 3, the budget was $2 million. It's sitting at over $41 million worldwide now, so very, very much a massive success for that type of film. And of course, as I said last week, there's going to be a 4th one. We have confirmed with the director. Literally, I called him this week.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talked to Damien Leone, bro.
yeah.
There is a 4th one confirmed. He had mentioned that, hey, I've got a whole thing lined out where I know where this story is ending with Sienna. And he's like, it's going to happen. There's definitely another movie. He goes, maybe one more. He's like, I can't see it going further than that, though.
Yeah.
And it may just be one more. So it's either going to be 4 or 5. We'll see.
Yeah, it could end in 4, but he says, he doesn't see it going longer than a couple of more movies.
Yeah.
And
But he doesn't know yet.
yeah, he doesn't know yet. And that's great because like this is the new kind of slasher film.
Yeah.
Like, you used to have Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers and Jason, Friday the 13th
still
stuff.
going.
And now you got this new one that's gained so much traction and so much popularity. And it's great because it's all independent. These guys aren't a big mess. They're not, there's nobody in the big Hollywood that believes in this shit. But now you look at it now with
But
this. the way they've been the number one movie in the country for the last couple of weeks. I'm pumped about it because, you know, I'm always rooting for the little guys like this shit.
So I this week, after we saw it and we recorded, right?
Mm.
I started listening to some of the podcasts and radio shows that Damien Leone did, which he's obviously out there just promoting the shit out of this movie.
Of course, yeah.
But he was talking about After Terrifier 2 on one of the episodes that I saw. After Terrifier 2, because it made 60 times its budget or more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Terrifier 2 was made for $250,000, guys. And if you've seen that movie, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's such a great movie for that on that, but I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, nobody got paid for this.
No, exactly.
And then the effects and everything, I'm like, well, he does his own shit.
He did all of it on Terrifier 2.
Yeah,
he did everything.
Yeah.
And that's impressive in
That's
itself.
insane, yeah.
So he was talking about after the success of Terrifier 2, he met with every major studio because of the money that it made, because all that caught the attention of the studios, right?
Right, yeah.
And so when he was meeting with the studios, you know, he obviously took the meetings. He ended up declining it all and releasing Terrifier 3 the same way because in meeting with the major studios, they were like, hey, we got to tone it down to make sure it's rated R. Can't do this kill scene, can't do this kill scene.
Yeah,
and he was like, fuck that.
And that's what they do. They try to handcuff you because
they wanted to make it a rating.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Terrifier 3, by the way, guys, is unrated.
Yeah.
Which is very rare for that to be in theaters.
Right. It's crazy that a not rated movie is number one in the country. Rare. It never happens. Never happens.
Right.
And yeah, I'm glad he decided to do that. Not take that big studio money and try to tone it down some, because
he would have had
Art
to.
the Clown is just a fucking demon, bro, and he's just going around murdering people. And like, even in this movie, you're like, holy fuck, I can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have been able to do that if it was like a major studio.
That's what they told him in the meetings.
Yeah.
Because they were like, how did you do this with such a little budget? We want you.
Yeah.
And then they were like, but we need a rating, so it's got to be rated R. So you can't do this, you can't do that. And he immediately was just like, well, no.
Yeah. No, then I respect that guy even more now for doing that, because he's doing it his way. He's telling the story the way he wants to do it, no matter how fucked up it is. And it is fucked up. But it's great. And that's what I love about this whole little independent thing. Yeah. I'm glad Sam and I decided to go see that.
Oh, yeah.
2 years in a row, man. And so obviously next year we're gonna go see the next one.
We fucked up because the two came out in 2022.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So the fourth one will probably come out in 2026, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very impressive, like you said.
Yeah.
How much he's able to stretch it. Which, by the way, he also mentioned in the interview. He's like, because they were like, well, you had a $2 million budget. Mm-hmm. So what did that allow you to do? He's like, well, the biggest thing was allow me to hire some fucking people.
Yeah.
So he's like, I was able to just direct. I didn't have to do makeup. I didn't have to do everything because he was doing everything, dude.
Yeah, no, he did everything on the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also makes it way more impressive when you think about that.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So shout out. We're actually happy for Damien Leone. I mean, it's over 41 million now worldwide. That may not sound like a lot to everybody, but like the movie was made for $2 million.
Yeah. No, it's a huge success. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Jinx, you owe me a beer.
Yeah, it's right there in the
fridge.
fridge.
My bad. I got you.
Grab me one, by the way. Actually.
I got you.
Yeah, man, it's just, and like I said, man, I'm rooting. I always love these independent type films. I mean, the big budget ones are great too, man. But when something like this happens, though, when it never really happens, I'm all about it, dude. Like I love when the little guys get some fucking attention. And this is a great story, by the way. It's not like it's not like poorly done or anything.
No, not at all.
Obviously not. It gained a lot of traction last year with that second one. And it looks like it's going to keep going, and I love it.
Yeah, the guys that I watch for a lot of my movie reviews, who I trust a lot, they love the whole, like, for what it was or whatever. I gotta kind of criticize them a little bit because they said like nobody can act in this series at all, and I'm like, yo, chill. Don't don't be knocking my girl Lauren Lavera.
No, she's
got the shit, bro.
Yeah, she's killing it, bro, and we're gonna see her in big fucking movies.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, no,
I hope so.
Yeah, she's got it, dude, and I could just tell just in this fucking movie alone, and the last one, in the Terrifier 2 and 3, man, she was just fucking great.
And she's gonna be in the next one.
Yeah, she'll be in the next one. Yeah. This story obviously is gonna get continued. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm just saying. there's a sequel coming, obviously.
Of course.
And
there
then-
may be 2 more.
There may be 2, yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if we get 5.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
That would not surprise you, because when he was talking in that interview, he was saying like I've got like so many more like kill scenes that we haven't even got to.
Right.
And he's like, that I want to do.
Yeah.
He's like, it's insane how much I did. And I'm like, Jesus, after seeing the third one, after the last scene, the very last scene of what they did to the mom, and I'm like, how far did your mind go, brother?
Yeah, I know. That's kind of scary, actually. I'm like, Jesus, what else you got, bro?
That's the scene,
And
by the
then
way,
they-
the scene at the very end with what he did to the mom at the very end.
Yeah.
With that tube in her mouth.
Uh-huh.
And what they put,
Yeah.
That's the scene that David Howard Thornton said it almost made me throw up.
Yeah, I read that too. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, because he was like, I can't do something like that.
No, it's bad. Yeah, but I mean, dude, it's so good. Like the creativity is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even in the shower scene too. That shower scene.
Yeah,
dude,
that
I
was
was
bad.
like, Jesus Christ, bro.
I did like seeing that chick naked, though.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
I just
Dude,
wish it was
We like
longer.
nudity here at the Igloo.
I mean, we're not sugarcoating nothing. You guys know that. But anyways, just wanted to mention Terrifier is confirmed for a 4th one, 100%. And hopefully it's not the last, but it might be. Damien Leone was like, hey, it's either going to be this one is the end or another one. We'll see what happens. But I do have an end game, ends, the whole thing. He has an ending story for Sienna and Art the Clown. And that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to carry it on forever. You got to kind of respect that.
Yeah.
He did mention that he does want to give another, because of this success that he's having, and he's not that old. He's like 40 something. Like,
Yeah.
He's not old. Because of the success that he's having, another question was, man, I mean, because what if a big studio comes to you with another like horror thing or whatever? What's one of the things that you want to tackle? And he did mention, he was like, I want to be able to take on my take of Freddy the Krueger.
Freddy the Krueger, bro.
Help me out, bro.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger. Jesus Christ.
Bro, Freddy the
That's-
Krueger sounds menacing.
That's what he wants his next take on, though. He was like,
Yeah.
I want Freddy Krueger for sure.
Bro, and like I said, man, just from this success alone from these last 2 movies, he's going to get some better jobs.
Yeah.
And if I could see him making that kind of movie, because obviously this is his wheelhouse. It seems like he loves this kind of stuff, and a guy that's passionate about this horror type stuff and slasher movies, old school slasher movies, which were always fun to watch, by the way.
Yeah.
And he was doing it with Art the Clown, and I would love to see him do something.
Freddy Krueger is what he wants.
That would be great. I bet
Which,
he'll
Ron-
knock it out of the park.
That's
dude.
hard to do because Robert Englund kind of cemented that
Yeah.
whole thing. So you gotta
Yeah, when
accept
they-
somebody else doing that because Robert
Well-
Englund's old as balls now.
Well, when they did that reboot with the other guy,
I know
it wasn't.
who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it wasn't great.
It wasn't.
But maybe it takes the right guy to do it, and maybe Damien Leone's the right guy. We'll see.
And
But
I could see him being the right guy.
yeah, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So yeah, man, it's going out there. Check it out. We love talking about that because we're gonna support a guy like that who I didn't know that he met with all the major studios after the second one and told them basically, nah, let me do my own thing on this because they were like tone it down basically on stuff and it wouldn't work with that, dude.
That's cool as shit because he could have easily taken the money,
Of course.
and ran and made it a fucking shitty fucking movie and
Mm-hmm.
just took the money. But this guy loves his work and he loves his fucking art, and he's sticking with his story and his fucking stuff.
No
and,
pun intended.
Yeah,
Loves
and
his art.
That's that's
Art the
great,
clown.
man. So I'm very confident that the next one and maybe the 5th one, if they do it, is going to be fucking amazing to end the story on. And
Agreed.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
I am too, man. And
And congratulations to those guys, man. They just
Yeah.
did a bang up job on that fucking franchise.
I'm telling you right now, and I know that our buddy Jason, who listens, my cousin, he's
Yeah.
out there in chat. I think actually right now,
He's beer me right
he
now,
will
man.
not go see Terrifier because he does not do gore.
Yeah.
He just can't do it apparently. And I'm like, yo, dude, you got to go watch it because it's not that bad, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe. It's basically a Disney movie.
Yeah, you'll survive. All right. Okay. Next up, so weird story came out this week, which a couple weird stories actually came out this week that we wanted to mention. First thing I want to mention, by the way, is does everybody know who Jake E. Lee is? I know Leaf knows.
Probably one of the most underrated guitar players of all time.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Nobody talks about him being one of the best guitar players, and he fucking is, though.
Yeah. So he's best known, though, for being the lead guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
He was the guy that was hired after Randy Rhoads passed away in that tragic plane crash. The next guy in line was Jake E. Lee. And he played on 2 albums with Ozzy, and they were fucking amazing.
Yeah, of course.
And all his guitar work was great. But that's really all he's known for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started a couple other things. Anyways, like super, like, you know, badass guitar player. And I'm sure that's what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't know what he was doing for a long time. We just know that he's a badass guitar player, right? So this past week, he was just walking his dog, apparently, and he lives in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just gets completely fucking shot up, actually. And apparently it was random.
Yeah.
He was just walking his dog near his home, and he just gets shot. The shooting broke one of his ribs and damaged a lung. Apparently he's in the Red Dragon Cartel right now. That's what he's playing in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not in like an actual cartel. That's the name of the band, guys.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, he was shot 3 times. He was on his way back home from walking his dog, Coco. This is the dog's name.
Mm-hmm.
Jake E. Lee says, I feel really lucky, actually. And apparently it was just random.
Yeah.
And they found 15 shell casings. And he was only hit 3 times. And that means the shooter basically emptied the entire clip on him, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? Like,
I have no idea.
This kind of fucking violence makes no sense to me. It's like, like, are you bored and you just want to go shoot somebody? You're a fucking piece of shit person.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, it's crazy that it was Jake E. Lee, by the way. Like,
yeah, really.
Just go listen to Bark at the Moon, bro. It's just insane. But
yeah, I love that song, by the way.
Yeah. And man, that's just wild, dude. Yeah, he got hit 3 times. Like he said, he got hit in the forearm, in the foot, and then like a rib kind of thing. That actually, I think it broke his rib.
Yeah, it did break his rib.
Yeah.
And damaged his lung.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. But it does say he looks like he's going to make a full recovery and everything. And he's 67 years old, by the way. It's crazy. Ozzy did say that he reacted to the news of it. He says it's been 37 years since he's seen him, but he's like, man, didn't take away the shock of hearing what happened.
Right.
And so, man, that's wild, dude. That's the first time I've heard Jake E. Lee's name in so long, dude. Which is wild. He was such a great guitar player back in the day, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, Bark at the Moon, like you said.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hello.
It's insane guitar work. If you go listen to that whole album, you're like, if there was anybody that was going to take over for Randy Rhoads, it was this guy.
Right.
And the fact that, like, he doesn't get talked a lot about. Like, when you look at top guitarist fucking lists and shit, he's never on it, which is weird.
Never. Yeah, no, you're right.
And he should be, because he's fucking insane.
Right. Yeah, it's wild. Wild story that came out this week, and I was like, what the hell, dude? And apparently, like I said, well, we know it's just random.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like Leaf said, like, what the fuck is people? What are you doing out there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it.
No, somebody walking their dog.
Yeah,
you just walk by and you're like, empty this clip on this. It's probably gang related.
That's the person you want to kill. Just some random guy walking his dog. That's wild.
Weird. So thank God he's still alive though, and going to make a full recovery.
Yeah,
as he said. That's awesome. But I do have an RIP segment this week, unfortunately, Leaf.
Oh shit.
We do have an RIP segment. RIP, Mr. Liam Payne. If you don't know who that is out there, he was a young guy. 31 years old, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Liam Payne.
Yeah.
Widely known as a member of the boy group One Direction. So a lot of teenage girls and mid-20s probably love this dude, Liam Payne. Did you see this story?
I did.
How it all went down?
Yes, he fell from like a
third floor balcony in Buenos Aires, Argentina, at the age of 31. Police went to the hotel following an emergency call from the hotel manager who reported an aggressive man who could be under the effects of drugs and alcohol. And this story is kind of weird. So a guest staying at the same hotel heard a really loud, violent scream coming from the room of Liam Payne. And, he fell 3 stories from the balcony and then died right there. Another guest staying at the same hotel recalled hearing a lot of noise described as sounding like heavy lifting or banging in Liam Payne's room prior to the accidents. So, yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah,
a little weird going on.
Something going on there, yeah.
Yeah. And then, again, another couple guests said, I heard a really loud, violent scream. So, he's only 31. Terrible to see that, of course. That's way too young, obviously. So, yeah. Apparently, he was under the influence of drugs and alcohol, which, I mean, that kind of makes sense. If you die at 31 that young and something like this happens, you're probably not in the right headspace.
Yeah, totally.
So, it sucks, though. Have you ever listened to One Direction?
My kids used to be kind of into them, so I heard some songs like a few years ago. Yeah. I think when they were still a band. I don't think they're not a band anymore. Obviously,
well, that I don't know.
Yeah, because like Harry Styles and all those guys, they all went off and did their own like solo careers, and I don't think they're a band now. But like, yeah, when my kids were a little younger, I had to listen to some One Direction, but I wasn't like a fan, obviously. But they had some good songs. So the stuff I did hear, like my kids wanted me to play, like while we were on a road trip or whatever, or when I'd go pick them up and we're driving back, and I had to play some songs for them. Before that, I got them their own phones because, you got to do that, or you're going to listen to those kind of songs. But there were some songs I was like, oh, man, this is not a bad song. Obviously, those boy bands are fucking talented as fuck. And, like Backstreet Boys, I'm all about. But, yeah, I wasn't like the biggest fan. And I actually didn't know this dude's name. Like, when I saw it, it said One Direction, and I was like, okay, he was a part of that band. I never knew that. Yeah. And then, when I was researching the story and everything, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, there's a lot of people that knew who he was, and he was obviously part of a really huge boy band, and all those the more famous guys that were on the band, like Harry Styles and what was that guy, Zayn Malik or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, they was
came like he actually canceled like a week or two of shows because he was fucking so tore up about it. So yeah, a lot of people thought a lot about him, and that tells you a lot about the guy. But yeah, it's kind of tragic, man. 31 and dying and being that. Messed up on drugs and stuff and ending your life like that. I mean, I don't think it was a suicide or whatever. They're not saying that yet, but
the only thing that we know is, according to the death or whatever, it was like he died because of the fall.
Yeah.
And severity of injuries from the fall, like head injuries and all that.
But I guess nobody's going to know if like he jumped or whatever.
That's the one thing I don't think we know yet.
Right. Yeah. Because I think it was, I remember seeing something that his girlfriend was with him on that trip, but then she left to go back to the States or something 24 hours before this whole event happened. So she wasn't there. So I don't know if he was by himself or whatever the fuck happened after that, but
Corners.
But like you said, man, there's a lot of weird shit going on in the story. It's like weird to kind of read all that.
Yeah. Corners reported finding 25 injuries on his body, compatible with those caused by falling from that height.
Yeah.
Jesus, my screen moved because of ads. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cranial cerebral lesions were adequate enough to cause the death, while internal and external hemorrhages in the skull, thorax, abdomen, and limbs also contributed to the mechanism of death. Wow. So, just falling from 3 stories, I guess he fell on his head. That sucks.
Jesus, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Because if you fall 3 stories on your legs, I mean, you're probably breaking your legs.
You probably survive it.
You might not die.
You're breaking
ankles.
You fall
on your
legs.
head from that far. That's probably what they're talking about.
Yeah, it's instant death, pretty much.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So, damn. Very sad. Very sad to see that, to hear that.
Way too young.
Just a 31-year-old. Whether you like the music or not, 31 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible, and especially the manner of death. And again, I don't know. I guess we don't know if it was suicide or not. I hope not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know. You know, it's just terrible. It sounds like drugs and alcohol were involved no matter what, though.
Yeah.
So that's awful. So, yeah. Damn it.
R.I.P., brother.
R.I.P. to Liam Payne. I guess maybe we'll fire up a One Direction song. I think I do know one.
I know a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple. And my kid, man, Reese, he played a guitar song. I posted on his Instagram. It's called The Story of My Life or something like that. And he did great on it. And it was kind of a little tribute
Nice.
to One Direction and
There you go.
Liam Payne. So
There you go. Okay. So R.I.P. Sorry, man. This is a shitty fucking segment, but we got to do it sometimes. Okay, moving on, please, for the love of God.
yeah.
I just want to mention, I want to follow up real quick. Either last episode or a couple episodes ago, we were talking about this guy, Joseph Malinowski, who's better known as Lieutenant Dan, out there in Florida, who was refused to leave his 20-foot fucking boat in the path of Hurricane Milton in Florida, which we were like, what we talked about last time was like, hey, all these people were like, I'll give you $100,000 and make you famous and blah, 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 because you're not leaving the hurricane or whatever. And we were like, oh, it turns out that this guy's a piece of shit and got arrested 17 times before. Well, guess what happened this past week? Yeah, he was arrested again. Wow.
Shocking.
What a shocking thing that this guy got arrested again. What a great guy. Right?
Why do we keep making the most stupid fucking people famous, by the way?
On his arrest report for job or occupation, he literally wrote TikTok star. He was arrested on 2 outstanding warrants that he has for failure to appear in court. He's also facing a misdemeanor charge for trespassing in a city park after being warned not to do it.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about and what we've talked about. Piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't care that he has a boat and doesn't want to leave a hurricane.
Yeah.
That's your own fucking prerogative. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But why are we trying to make this guy famous all of a sudden?
Yeah, why did all these news media outlets go to this guy's boat and make him try to leave and then made him even more famous?
Yeah.
And oh my God, he's nobody. He's nothing, dude. He's not. There's nothing entertaining about him at all.
Yeah.
To me, he's just a piece of shit person. That might as well go fucking interview a homeless person. It's the same fucking thing, dude.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing, dude? Make a homeless person that actually did something for this country at one point in their life, and they're just having a bad time. You know,
Maybe not arrested 17 times.
Yeah. Just
For
a
some
guy-
bad shit. I just want to reiterate that.
Yeah, no.
Not good. It wasn't like he was publicly intoxicated.
No, this
We're
is
talking
a-
some bad shit.
Yeah, this is not a good dude at
Yeah.
all. So what the fuck, man? Quit making these people famous, bro. Jesus Christ.
First stream, he's like racial slur.
Yeah, and he's done there.
Done
Like-
there, and I'm like,
dude,
well,
fuck Aiden Ross, bro. That's his thing, dude. He's trying
Yeah.
to make these fucking people who just get viral moments, and he makes them trying to make them more famous. Quit doing that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, look what happens when you do it.
We need these this new wave of like in real life streamers. We need a lot of them to get their asses kicked.
Yeah. Especially, what's that one kid, dude, that wrecked his Lambo?
Oh, God.
Is that guy still online? Get that fucking guy out of the
Get this
fucking-
guy. Make sure he's not around ever again.
Yeah. I don't want to see him online.
You know what's
He-
crazy is
that
none
guy's
of
the
those guys-
biggest piece of shit of all time. Dude.
None of those guys have ever had to work a real job
No. That guy's like 20, bro.
ever. They've never had to work a real job ever.
No. They wouldn't know what to fucking do.
No. They'd be like,
But
what do you mean I gotta? What do you mean I gotta wake up at 7 in the morning and go to the? What?
Yeah. Yeah. Make that guy fucking flip fucking burgers for 12 hours. And let's see what kind of humbleness that guy
Or
finds.
just work an office job or something. I mean,
Yeah.
just something, right?
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah, so
Lieutenant
anyways,
Dan
this
is
guy's
a
a-
piece of shit. He's in
Yeah.
jail again, obviously, and
He got released
Yeah.
after a $150 bond per the arrest records. So he's probably not in jail anymore. But just saying, this guy's not a good dude. Oh,
Yeah.
shocker.
Yeah, Of
Which
course he's not.
we fucking have said
Yeah,
all the time. Like, why do you? I mean, It's the first time I saw that guy, by the way, on TikTok or wherever I first saw him. I was like, I bet that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it comes out like he's a piece of shit. I'm like, shocker.
Well, and you see, there's a story like once a week that comes out about it, some TikTok star, and they're like, well, yeah, of course they're pieces of shit. Of course. Like you're saying, you're like, oh, of course they are. Why wouldn't they be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got a history, but we're talking this guy's been arrested 17 times.
Yeah, so many times.
Or whatever.
Why is he not in fucking prison forever,
And then while
bro?
this whole thing's going on, by the way, this whole thing was going on with a hurricane. The cops even went up to his boat. They didn't know that he had outstanding warrants.
Yeah, really.
Like,
you didn't run his fucking background?
I guess they were just like, oh, just hurricane's coming, so we'll just let everything slide right now. But yeah, it's just funny, his job that he put on there. TikTok star.
Well, yeah, he's nothing else.
Exactly.
Well, he's nobody. Jesus Christ.
Fucking unbelievable, man. Fuck this whole world. Anyways.
Fuck it all, bro.
All right. There you go on that whole follow-up on Lieutenant Dan out there in goddamn Florida, who's terrible. Stop
Piece of shit.
watching his TikToks, please, for the love of God.
Yep.
Okay. Got anything for before sports?
Yeah, man. I got one more entertainment thing.
Thought so.
We talked about this.
We're on the same wavelength. I thought so.
That's right, bro. We've talked about this show, Cobra Kai.
Yes, we did.
We mentioned a long time ago that there is a movie that is in the same universe as Cobra Kai that's going to come out. Well, there's a release date and there's a trailer that dropped today. I watched the trailer. It's one of those teaser trailers, so there's not a lot of information, but it was like, it got me hard. I'm not going to lie. Got me hard. Because, I love Cobra Kai, which is less than a month away before we get part two,
that's
by the
true,
way.
actually. Yeah.
November 15th, I believe.
I think
we're
you're
gonna
right,
get
yeah.
the next 5 episodes.
Fuck. They're just teasing us.
Oh, God, man. I love it. And so, but then they did drop this. It's called Karate Kid Legends. And the release date is May 30th of 2025. So not too far away.
Hell yeah.
About 6 months away, 6-7 months away.
Well, you got to love that.
And so I'm completely interested in that. Obviously, it's a part of the Cobra Kai universe. Ralph Macchio, Jackie Chan, and Ben Wang are the new lead. They're the new leads in this fucking movie. I watched a little bit of it, and it looks like basically there's a new kid. Obviously that's getting into kung fu and karate and all this. And Ralph Macchio and looks like Jackie Chan are kind of, going to take him under his wing.
The mentors or whatever.
I saw fucking Zapka in the teaser trailer, so he looks.
Oh,
like
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was involved.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Man, that's good news because I was actually kind of pissed at Macchio for not. I was like, how are you going to leave Zapka out of this?
Yeah,
So that's good.
I saw just a split second, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, thank God, because Zapka is my boy.
Yeah, no, I love William Zapka, bro.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, this is going to be great. I can't wait till this comes out. I'm looking forward to the next 5 episodes that come out
Yes.
in November, and then I think we get the last 5 in 2025, like early 2025.
And this
right?
movie that releases in May next year,
Yeah.
this is still in the same universe.
Yeah.
So it's a continuation of the Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's going to be
So
awesome.
I
So
don't-
yeah, we're going to get 5 in November,
Yeah.
and then like you said, another 5 before the movie comes out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to, I think. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just pumped, dude.
That's
Dude,
amazing.
they have done nothing but good shit
Yeah.
with this Cobra Kai series, and then I have no reason to believe that this Karate Kid Legends movie is going to be fucking insane.
It's going to
and
be good. Jackie Chan coming in is a little weird because
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's part of that Karate Kid, sort of.
I thought that was different though.
Yeah, it was.
That was not part of their universe.
I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't because we mentioned that because
Because that was with that Jaden.
the last thing
Smith or
the
whatever.
last thing was
Well-
with Hillary Swank, which we still don't know if she's going to make an appearance. We think so.
I think she will. I thought she was going to be Tori's mom, but it turns out that she's not.
No, she was just some weird piece of shit.
Yeah. So
That
would've-
died of cancer
I think
or
they
something.
missed the mark there, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
man.
I
Maybe
don't
they
know-
couldn't afford her, man.
Maybe because, I mean, she's.
Whatever. It's Netflix, bro. They can afford anybody.
Yeah, just pay her, bro, and put her in the show.
There might be still, obviously, there's opportunities.
Yeah, 100%.
If there's 10 episodes left, which is what I think there is.
Yeah, there's 10.
Yeah. I mean, there's opportunity, bro.
Yeah, we got
Don't
it. I
ever fucking count out fucking John Kreese, bro.
mean, right.
After what we saw.
Oh, yeah, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to that movie. Yeah, we're gonna find out what happens at the end of the fucking series, which is gonna lead into this movie.
That's great.
Obviously,
that's awesome.
I mean, goddamn, man, they're just
So they have the whole
don't-
story panned out.
yeah, they don't miss, bro.
No.
Obviously,
This is the last season of Cobra Kai, though.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we're not getting any more, which is great. I
I
don't need any
think
more.
this Karate Kid Legends movie is gonna end the whole thing,
Great.
which is it's gonna be amazing.
That's perfect.
I'll be in the theaters on May 30th for sure.
Well, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
review that bitch, no matter what.
100%.
You know how many times I've watched the Karate Kid series and Cobra Kai, bro?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just
That
I mean,
gets
for
me.
This to
That
go
gets
this
me.
far, dude. 30, 40 years,
So,
man. To keep this shit going like this is just crazy to me. And I love
Right.
it.
As we're sitting here right now, Leaf also dropped the ball because he didn't fucking tell me a trailer dropped. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, I saw it when like we were just watching football today, and I just when you went to the bathroom. And I
Oh, and
pulled
you
up,
didn't even tell me?
I'm sorry, bro, but I was just gonna leave it for the podcast.
Oh
so.
my god!
And
Okay, so he was
we'll-
holding out. He
yeah.
was holding out for you guys.
Yeah, before Sunday Night Football, we'll watch it on the TV.
All right. Good. Thank you.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta watch this, and it's like a 45-second. It's not very long.
I don't
it's
care.
like a teaser trailer. There's gonna be a longer trailer, I'm sure.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
100%.
But I was just watching. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, they can't give away too much then because
No.
because of the show is also involved.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah,
They can't give away pretty much anything.
right.
You know.
But they gave you
love it.
enough to get you excited for sure.
Good. I love it. Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, bro.
How are you not excited about that out there?
I know, right? You're weird. You have no soul.
You have
if
no
you're
s-
not if you're not pumped about Karate Kid.
Your soul is mine. Oh, that's all right. So that's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's coming out next year as well.
Oh god. Dude, that reboot was fucking amazing, by the way.
Yeah, and that's the second one of that whole reboot.
All right,
Hell
before
yeah.
you go to sports, man, I gotta
We gotta empty the tanks.
the porcelain.
we gotta
whatever,
empty the tanks. Yeah, we definitely do. All right, we're going into sports next. If you're on YouTube, hold tight, please, sir, while we empty our bladders, and we're gonna drink more. So just we'll be.
Oh yeah,
we'll
today
be-
is fucking Zapka's birthday, by the way. which-
Nice.
Yeah, happy 59th birthday.
I want to meet that guy and tell him that you're the best of all time.
God damn, there's gonna be a Comic-Con that comes around, and we're gonna go.
I hope so. All right, we'll be right back. Hang on, stick with us. Sorry. We're back.
You know, man, Mother Nature calls, bro, and you gotta go. You gotta answer it.
Does.
You can't send that one to voicemail, bro.
Plus,
Bad things happen.
Shit ton of messages and everything between us. We're so popular that
I mean, we're probably about to break the top 5 best.
this is so empty. Oh, you already got one,
Dude, you
You didn't put me one.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know. I should have checked, bro. That's my bad. That's not a good friend. I'm sorry.
It's not a good co-host.
It's not.
Damn it all to hell. Anyways, we're back. By the way, YouTube.
But I
hello.
knew you were like 2 feet from the fucking fridge, so you could figure it out yourself.
It's not that far. Yeah. Anyways, we're back. All right, let's jump into sports. The only thing we're going to talk about this week in Sports Wire is the NFL.
Well, let me say.
Oh,
one thing.
hold on. I'm sorry.
Let's just give a shout out to the Dallas Stars kicking ass this year.
Oh yeah,
They
course.
also gave an extension to their goaltender, Jake Ottinger.
Yes.
8 years, a lot of money. I can't remember.
66 million.
Yeah. So we got Jake Ottinger for the better part of a decade, which is a great fucking call.
Absolutely.
And I'm just saying, if you guys aren't watching the Dallas Stars, this is the year to watch them because they are kicking ass and they got a great chance. They're going to go to the playoffs easily.
Oh, yeah.
But they got a great chance for a Stanley Cup this year, and we need another title over here in DFW because the Cowboys aren't going to do it.
No.
Obviously. The Rangers did it last year. They're not going to do it this year, obviously. So maybe the Stars will step up, give us another championship. That's all I wanted to say.
They're a little bit too.
Yeah. The Mavericks are kind
They
of
went
hanging
to the
around.
finals last year.
Yeah.
They're there.
So, yeah, we'll see. But excited about the Dallas Stars season. We don't talk hockey a lot, but maybe we'll talk about them this year. Because,
Well, hey man, shout out! I took my
Yeah.
daughter yesterday
yeah,
to the game. So
and they dominated that one. That was great.
against Edmonton, the team that eliminated us.
Yeah,
in the conference finals last year.
they're 5-1 right now. So right, 5-1.
Yep.
So get on that train.
Exactly. That's a good point, by the way. Shout out to Leaf over here, bringing up a great point. 5-1, 6 games into the season of an 82-game season, and we're here telling you right now, get on the train.
Yeah, because they are a great fucking hockey team.
That's right.
And
All
it's,
right.
it's a great game to watch.
Oh, it's 100% fun. I was actually thinking about this at the game yesterday with my daughter. I was like, me and Leaf got to come to a couple of these
Oh, we got to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to make that happen for sure.
because it's just fun.
Yeah.
And
When
I was up high, but you know what? To be honest with you, I like sitting up high in hockey games because I can see everything.
I do too, man. If you're too low, dude, it's not a good experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is, but like you want to be up where you can see the whole action.
So I was in the corner, section 315. I want to go there again
That's
because I could see Stars shoot twice towards me,
yeah.
but I can see the puck and the movement and everything. I can see everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah, when you can see the other end, it's far that way, but like you can see like what they're doing and everything.
I could see it perfectly. It's not that far.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see it perfectly.
No, definitely higher up is better.
And you could still hear the fucking puck hitting the stick.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is... and actually, my daughter told me that when we were sitting up there. She's like, I like sitting up here. I can see everything.
Yeah. And I've always told people who don't like hockey or whatever, I'm like, you got to go to a game. That's one of the sports where like you go to a game to like the experience of it.
Yeah.
Especially like a Dallas Stars game when they're this popular right now. It's fucking exciting. The action is just nonstop. And it's just a great experience at a fucking hockey game.
Yeah.
On TV, it's great too, man. I love it. But like, you know,
Oh, 100%. And by the way, it's free to watch the Dallas Stars this year.
oh God, I know, I love that. I actually downloaded that the other day and watched that. Not yesterday's game because I was getting ready for a gig and everything. But like the game before that, I watched that on that Victory app, and I'm like, it's good. It's a good thing, man.
Free.
Dude. Free. Yeah. Thank God. Hopefully the Rangers follow suit. By the way.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Well, let's jump into the NFL. I'm not going to run through every game. That takes up a lot of time, and we're already kind of at, a good hour. And we also want to party with a buddy that's coming over.
Hell yeah.
So just want to mention, first thing I want to mention, though, for real, is Thursday's game. Broncos at Saints. Broncos won this game 33-10. But I just want to mention, the reason I mentioned this, we did a live stream. Leaf was gigging, so he was not here. So I was solo. And just shout out to everybody that hung out with me. Thank you. And the views actually were high, which is insane.
Yeah.
I've never thought, as you guys know, Leaf does gigs sometimes, and he makes $300. Again, in chat, everybody was like, we need to start a fund. The fund is called Keep Leaf on the Stream.
I would. I'm down.
Yeah. And then I'm like, here's the money.
Yeah, I'm like, hell yes.
Yeah. And so, but anyways, yeah, Leaf was gigging. The Broncos won this game 33-10. It was not a good game, but I had fun. Thanks to everybody out there that if you're listening and you hung out with me, thank you. And we will be live for Thursday again this week.
Yeah, I actually took a break during my gig and I hopped on the YouTube and I saw people were in there. They were chatting. They were hanging out. Sam was by himself. They were bouncing back and forth, and it was great to see, by the way. And so, that was very cool of you guys, man. Every Thursday night, man, it seems like it's just random, but like it's like we do have a lot of people that pop in our Thursday night streams and make it so much fun. I'll be here for the next 2 for sure. I know that. And so those are so fun. So if you're out there listening right now and you haven't popped in on YouTube for our Thursday night football streams, you got to do it because it's so much fun.
Exactly. So thank you out there. I just wanted to mention that real quick. Now, obviously, there's a couple of games or whatever, but I don't want to spend, like I said, too much time.
Yeah, no, we don't have.
Let's just go ahead and mention the fact that your Commanders won 40-7 today. I knew this was not going to be a problem for you. The only problem that you had was Jaden Daniels left the game early with a rib injury. Took x-rays. Apparently everything's okay, so he's not going to miss a lot of time. I don't think we've got an official word, though.
Yeah, I don't think there's an official word yet, but he came out.
I haven't looked.
In the second half, he came out in street clothes, and he was pointing and
giving thumbs up
to the, because it was a home game.
Right.
So he's looking at the stands, and he's like, everything's good. He didn't look like a guy whose season is over or that he's going to miss any time at all. I think it was precautionary for him not to come back into the game just because it's the Panthers, and they won 40-7, by the way. And Mariota came in, filled in nicely, did the job. It was the Panthers, by the way. This game was done. It was 27-0 at half, so it was over. They ended up winning 40-7, like I said.
And by the way, real quick, I'm looking at my phone while Leaf's talking.
Yeah.
His mom tweeted, he's fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's who that was. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It said Miss Jackson or something like that.
Yeah, his mom tweeted, he's fine.
Okay, that's great. So
hashtag HTTR.
And it was a smart move by the Commanders to just...
Or HTTC.
Yeah, just give him the day off. It's the Panthers. Obviously, the job was handled. He was done after like the first fucking drive. So Mariota came in and pretty much took this offense to where it's at.
40-7, bro.
40-7. Great. We're 5-2. We're still on top of the NFC East.
Yeah.
No problem. So thank God. And this should be a wake up call. That's the last thing I'm gonna say is for Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury. Maybe just let this guy throw the ball. Don't call any. Well, I think what I saw on there was that he got hit when he was throwing, which is always something that's going to happen to a quarterback.
Right.
So if that's how he's got hurt, that's kind of a normal thing. Thank God it wasn't anything super serious. It looks like it's just kind of maybe a bruised rib or something or whatever. I'm sure he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Other than that, easy win for you.
Yeah, no problem at all.
The only other one I want to mention is a couple of them. Lions-Vikings was a good game. Lions won 31-29. We saw last-minute field goal by the Lions. Got to mention that for our girl, Izzy.
Yes. Out
there. So, Izzy, your Lions are sitting fucking nice at 5-1 as well. And the Vikings, that's their first loss. So, they were one of the remaining teams that were unbeaten, which was them and the Chiefs. The Chiefs won 28-18 against the 49ers. 49ers now 3-4. Chiefs 6-0.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Chiefs. The 49ers 3-4 though. That is, I know they don't have Christian McCaffrey, but 3-4, bro. Ugh. And they play the Cowboys next week, so they'll be 4-4.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Lions. I think the Lions, as far as the NFC East goes, is probably the Super Bowl.
Not NFC East. You mean the NFC?
NFC.
Yeah.
My bad. NFC North is crazy, though. Did you see their records, bro?
Yeah.
So, but like the Lions, I think are going to come out on top of that.
That was a huge win.
That was a massive win.
Yeah.
And I would love to see. Here's what I'm looking at now that we're like almost halfway through the season. I would love to see this kind of Super Bowl. The Lions and the Ravens.
Well, you picked the Lions to go from the NFC.
I did pick the Lions.
I picked the Packers.
I picked the Chiefs to go because, like I said, until somebody knocks them down, I'm just going to believe they're going to win. And the fact that they keep winning is weird because they don't look very good every week.
Not all the time, no.
Now, like I said, they played the 49ers. I get it. They're one of the better NFC teams, but like they didn't have McCaffrey, like you said.
Yeah.
And Mason didn't look good today at all. And the big part of the 49ers offense is Christian McCaffrey, man.
Oh, 100%.
And
yeah,
Brock Purdy threw a couple interceptions or whatever. And when it comes down to it, I think the Lions are the best team in the NFC right now. I would love to see them and the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
actually. Just kind of change it up.
Brock Purdy, 212 yards today, no touchdowns, 3 picks.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Mahomes looked like shit too, though.
Yeah, I mean, like
154 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks for.
I know,
Mahomes.
man. The Chiefs look like shit every week, and they win somehow, and I don't get it. I would just love some team to come in there and just fucking humble these motherfuckers because I'm tired of seeing them.
Yeah,
but I mean, the AFC is stacked, dude. I think probably the Bills maybe and the Ravens are probably the best ones to challenge the Chiefs as far as going to the Super Bowl.
Well, the Bills definitely.
They took they had a kind of a slow start today, which against the Titans, but
all right, they came alive.
They ended up they took care of business, which I'm not worried about.
Yeah,
but I would love to either see the Bills or the Ravens, other than the Chiefs
100%.
in the fucking Super Bowl. By the way,
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed. So that's pretty much all I wanted to mention on the NFL talk. Cowboys are off, so again, I don't have anything to say about them other than the fact that they suck ass and
they would have lost this week if
they would have lost. Yeah, they would have lost. And also, the only thing I'll mention is Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones went on their things and they were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna make any moves. Everything's gonna work within." I'm like, I mean, this is the dumbest team of all time.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention real quick was the whole interview with the 105.3 The Fan. With Jerry Jones,
I don't care about that.
The only thing I wanted to say about that is this is a very weak man.
Yeah,
he's okay. Like he's at a point right now. He's obviously losing his mind. We've heard interviews with him. He's stumbling. He sounds like goddamn Joe Biden sometimes when he's talking. That's a guy who's losing his fucking mind.
I know.
Now, when you go on a fucking radio station, which I was actually proud of 105.3 The Fan because Dallas media is well known for being fucking weak and not asking tough questions and shit. And they finally did. They're like, they came out and said, "Hey, man, are you embarrassed about this?" And he's like, "That's not your job to do." That's exactly what their job is to do.
Yeah. To
criticize you when you're bad, to praise you when you're good. When you're bad, they got to ask these tough questions, and they did. And he's just like, "I'll fucking fire you," or whatever.
Well, he can't.
Yeah. But, like, that's the thing about Jerry, man. He's always surrounded himself with these yes men because whenever things go bad, he can say all the stupid shit he always says about, like, being, "Oh, I'm the one that nobody could do this job better than me," kind of shit. And so, yeah, like, I've always echoed Sam's thing, which I'm fine with him being, obviously, because I'm a Commanders fan. I'm fine with Jerry being, I hope he lives forever, by the way. But if you're a fan, you want this guy and his whole fucking family pretty much to get out of this whole business.
Yes.
Get a whole new owner just like the Commanders have done and change directions because, man, you're just not going to win with this guy running your team.
Well, so now that you mentioned that, I do remember somebody asking me on the Thursday stream what I thought about the interview.
Yeah.
And so I gave my thoughts then. But, yes, you're right, 100%. And I actually have met Sean Sharif from 105.3 The Fan and RJ Choppy.
Yeah.
And I know those guys, and they're nice as hell. Now, I don't know them personally, like, all the way. Yeah. But every interaction that I've had with them, they've been super nice, super cool. And they're only trying to ask questions that most of the fans want answers
Well,
to.
yeah, it makes sense. Those questions make sense.
Yeah. Know? And so, but by the way, Jerry doesn't own 105.3 The Fan. He can't fire them. He does not pay them.
Right.
He's either stupid or just thinks because he's a billionaire, he can do whatever he wants, which you probably can, but you just can't fire somebody. You don't own the bitch.
Yeah.
If you bought it, sure, but you don't own it. Yeah. So for him to say that and he doubled down on it a couple times. Yeah. Anyways, I can't stand the guy, and I want him to just. I'll be honest, man. I've got no respect for Jerry Jones. I didn't have much before, anyways. I have zero now.
Yeah.
For putting people down And because you're the one that's the GM, bro. You're the one that's got the radio show. What do you think? Like, I'm never going to get a hard question.
Yeah.
Like, what is your problem, dude?
Yeah.
Your team got embarrassed.
Well,
Own it like a fucking man, bro.
Well, he was so used to the Dallas media, always, even when they were losing so bad, just asking these fucking cupcake questions.
Except for
shit.
Galloway.
Yeah, except for that's the guy I missed the most, dude.
Yeah.
Galloway talked shit on his radio show about every team whenever they were bad.
Whenever they were bad, he just called it like it was.
Yeah, and that's what I loved about him during the fucking Rangers seasons when John Daniels was making dumb movies. He would be like, "Dude, this is not gonna work," 100 losses every year. He always said, and I loved it. And but anyway,
Pretty damn right on.
yeah,
By the way.
yeah, 100%. And
Yeah.
but yeah, back in the day, man, like Jerry used to know what to say, even with like the 8-8 seasons with Garrett 3 and whatever it was in a row, and then the 5-11 seasons. Yeah. And but now you could tell, dude, this guy's slipping, bro. It's done. It's the end of the line for Jerry Jones.
Well, he got lit up by pretty much every national media outlet.
Yeah. Well, dude, when you get fucking beat, the worst fucking home loss ever.
But for his comments though about I'll fire you.
Yeah.
He got lit up by every national media that I saw.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I mean, he's losing his fucking mind. And
Exactly.
It's the end of the road. Like, Stephen Jones needs to almost take legal action just to get fucking.
I don't want him. Like I told you before, bro, I want something to come out, controversy to come out about Jones and the entire Jones family.
Yeah, you got to look at their books and see if they're
The
fucking
entire
doing
Jones
what
family.
Snyder did.
The only thing that's going to save us as Cowboy fans out there, guys, is if some sort of controversy or something comes out against the Jones family, the entire family, and the NFL's like, yeah, the Jones family's got to get out.
Yeah.
And then Jerry's forced to sell the team, and then the whole family can't take over either. That would be amazing. I'd be like, this is the best day ever.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing that's going to save us, man.
Yeah. Because the only thing I think if Stephen Jones, whenever he does take over, which he will at some point, if he has the wherewithal to know, he's like, I got to step back and just be the owner and hire a general manager.
I don't think
you don't think he's going to do it?
No.
You think he's going to follow the exact footsteps as his dad?
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then I hope so.
Yeah.
As a Commanders fan, I hope so. But
I just don't think so.
If he steps back and says, hey, I've just watched 30 fucking years of my dad shitting on fucking.
And maybe that's what it is, too. Maybe he's like, I can't make the call because Dad's still alive.
Yeah.
So.
Well, once he does, so once Jerry's gone out of the picture.
Which we don't know.
Yeah.
He's creating AI shit now.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. But anyway.
With advances in modern science and my high level of income, just that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So who knows, man?
I'm just saying.
But right now, I'm enjoying this NFL season, and Sam
course.
is not.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm enjoying watching the games. It's great. Yeah. But I'm not my team. No, they're not doing anything.
Yeah, no, they're not doing shit.
Not going anywhere. So fuck the NFL. But anyways, by the way, just throwing it out there for you to end up on the NFL talk here. Come watch us on Thursday night, please.
Yes.
Again, it's Vikings at Rams, so not horrible, but the Rams are bad.
Rams are pretty bad, yeah.
The Rams are bad. They did win today, though.
But no matter what happens on Thursday nights, we always have a great time.
Exactly.
So come hang out.
I didn't think anybody was going to hang out with fucking Broncos Saints, but there was a lot.
Yeah,
so thank y'all.
That was very awesome, and I appreciate you guys.
Vikings at Rams, though, this Thursday. We'll be live.
Yeah, I'm here.
So there you go.
I'm back, baby.
Yeah, Leaf was back. Leaf is back. Guess who's back?
Back again.
He's back. Yeah, he's back. All right. One crazy thing, and let's get the hell out of here.
Let's do it.
This came across my feed, and obviously it's a crazy, crazy story. One of the crazier ones I think we've ever had, to be honest with you. Not lying. Kentucky. I'm reading the title here. Give me 1 second. It's just hard to not laugh.
Okay.
Kentucky spellcasting woman who allegedly cooked her mom's severed head had alias as aspiring actor. The Kentucky woman who is accused of killing and dismembering her mother and then cooking her severed head and other body parts was apparently an aspiring actor in California who went by a different name, according to a report. Toralina May Fields, 32 years old, by the way, was arrested on October 9th following an 11-hour standoff with state police after a worker found a disemboweled human torso in the backyard of her mother's home.
Jesus.
Fields has since been charged with the murder of her mother, Trudy Fields, after she emerged covered in blood from the Mount Olivet, Kentucky home, where investigators found a charred and severed head, hands, feet, and forearm in a still warm pot in the oven.
Good God.
Drag marks from the back door to the yard led police to the victim's torso alongside a pile of hair and blood-soaked mattresses. One that covered human organs and other severed parts, according to the police. Now, there is a picture of this woman, and she looks absolutely fucking certifiably insane, of course.
Sounds like it, obviously.
Toralina Fields is her name, by the way, is charged with murder, abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, also torture of a dog or cat, and obstructing governmental operations.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
So she just apparently flew off the handle
I don't know the backstory of
and
this
wanted
whole
to
thing.
kill her mom.
Yeah.
Or her and her mom got in an argument and she just snapped or something.
Who knows, right? Fields first allegedly shot her mother in the head and also intentionally tortured and killed a dog,
Jesus.
according to the indictment. A worker hired by Trudy called 911 after he found the body in the yard and said that a confrontational Fields was casting spells on him.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Trying to cast spells on a cop? Mm-hmm. Okay, man.
Fields' family members were shocked and devastated by the gruesome murder and told the news station that she had recently moved back to her mother's Kentucky house after living in California for several years while pursuing a career as an actor, model, and singer. Fields began going by the name of Naomi Navari while living in the Golden State of California. The alias was revealed in her indictment. And there's a picture right here of her Instagram posts, and she doesn't look that bad, to be honest. So you just never know. Yeah.
So
never know.
I mean, I don't think we've seen any movies.
And this picture
with her.
right here is even better of her entire body.
Jesus, yeah, she's kind of hot.
Does not
actually.
look bad. But that's her apparently, right?
Yeah.
She had always dreamed of making it in Hollywood and was voted the biggest flirt in her high school, according to her senior yearbook, obtained by the news station. So yeah, this family is devastated and shocked, but apparently this chick went off, like you said, off the deep end.
Yeah.
Shot her mom in the head, also killed her dog, and then decided to dismember her mom and cook body parts.
Her head, yeah.
And then cast spells on the person that found everything.
Yeah, Hollywood makes you weird, I guess.
California, apparently.
Yeah, California altogether.
One of the crazier stories that I've ever read.
Yeah, that's wild.
And that we've
yeah.
actually talked about on this podcast.
That's why that one's up there.
And so a lot of people around her are saying Satanism
Yeah.
got with her. And this is Art the Clown shit for sure.
Yeah, 100%. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, my God, dude. I don't understand how you could just shoot somebody in the head that you know really well. Obviously, your mom.
Your mom.
Yeah. And then kill an animal who has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
He's
what's
just
the
a
dog?
fucking
What's the dog do?
Yeah. People fucking kill animals and do weird shit with animals. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And it blows my mind. And then dismember your mom and then cook her. And he found body parts in the oven.
Yeah.
In the oven.
Yeah.
She was cooking the body parts.
Like to eat.
And Dorskin bites and Dorskin legs. She was doing witchery shit.
Was she like wanting to eat it? Like she's gonna be a cannibal? Like I got so many questions, but like
Well,
obviously I don't know
apparently,
the
if
answer.
you're cooking it,
Yeah,
you're doing
you-
some sort of witch's spell on somebody that comes in. There's something fucked up.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Wow.
This was in Kentucky, so
Yeah, it's weird.
usually these stories are out of Texas or Florida.
Yeah,
This one was in
100%.
Kentucky.
Right, yeah. There's some crazy people up there in the hills, bro.
That's true, actually. Have you guys ever seen Wrong Turn?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to get stranded on fucking Kentucky highway.
Right. I don't know if that was based in Kentucky. It was somewhere around there.
Probably.
Yeah, they took a wrong turn and ended up in the woods, and they found fucking cannibals and people that had like incest or something like that.
Yeah. The hills have eyes and shit like that.
Yeah, same thing, I think.
Yeah.
My God, dude. This is actually real, though.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
this is not a movie. This is real.
Well, she'll be in prison forever, thank God.
Yeah. What a fucking
Because those pictures, bro, if I saw her at a bar, I'm going to hit on her.
Yeah,
and then she's
her
going to cut my head
What's
off.
crazy is this was her Instagram post. And look, this is her booking post.
Yeah, let me see this, bro.
Her booking photo.
Oh, yeah, she's falling on hard times.
Falling on hard times,
Yeah.
100%. You're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah,
to
maybe
this?
those earlier Instagram posts were like headshots for trying to get roles or whatever. And
Yeah.
now she's like, yeah, I'm done. I didn't make it as Hollywood. Now I'm going to kill my mom.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Terrible, bro. There you go, man. Watch out there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say is watch the fuck out. Okay? All right, man, let's get the hell out of here. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on YouTube for sure and on audio. Thank you so much. I will mention this time, and we do release our audio episodes on Tuesday. So make sure you listen to us out there, please, on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, wherever you listen. We would appreciate that. And please, if you're listening on those, rate and review us. We know how to review on a couple of those. And if you're listening on there, surely you can go to the page and figure it out yourself, please. But just rate us 5 stars, please, on both. Leave a review if it asks to do that. We would love that. That's helping us grow. I think that's part of the reason why we've had more people listening on audio. So thank you so much on that. And those are, again, just want to mention, that is released on Tuesday mornings, usually, pretty much all the time. Yeah. There may be some times where it's like Wednesday or Thursday if we've had a bad week. But it's pretty much always Wednesday. It's definitely weekly. We'll tell you that.
Definitely.
So please go out there and do that. And then we really appreciate it if you did follow us out there on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Leaf. I'm giving this to you this week.
Yeah, all of our socials out there. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That is at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. On X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at Eskimo Bros Pod. We post everything on there, like when we're going live, when a new episode drops, all that kind of stuff. When we're doing like a live event, which we're going to do later this year for the last game of the season, obviously.
Oh yeah.
So go follow us on social media. That's how you're going to know what's going on in the igloo 24/7. So go follow us on the social media, please.
That would be fantastic. And again, youtube.com/ at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Jesus, I was thinking about X for a second there.
Yeah.
Go
subscribe.
my mind's been on fucking Elon Musk, bro. Because he's helping us keep free speech out there.
He's doing it, bro.
So make sure you hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to over 500. That would be fantastic.
That'd be
We're
great.
at 211 right now, which is great. Thank y'all so much for that. But we want more. And we're going to keep going until we get more. So thank y'all out there, man. And, of course, as always, we'll see you next week with a brand new one. Make sure you hang out with us on Thursday night. We'll be live for NFL football. That was, what's the game? I forgot. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We'll be live on Thursday night for NFL football. We'll see you then. Cheers out there. Take care of yourself. Next week with a brand new one on audio. Cheers, Leaf.
Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.
I'm
I could construct this into something, man.